Set this thing up. Welcome to the Rel8table Podcast. Yes, sir. We are live.
No kind of heads up.
You don't want to says it, man.
Me?
Yeah, you said,
What did I say?
I mean, when it's 7:58, I got to put it up there.
Let's see. Is it live right now?
Yep, it's live. The song comes out July 4th, by the way. Rel8table Podcast.
Let's talk about that.
Cheers, baby.
I don't see anything.
I know, you don't. You got to wait a second.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, y'all? Okay.
So, if you want your comments to be shown up on our screen, go to DMP Network's Facebook page and join our live there so that you can be part of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Perfect. All right, I'm going to start this off.
Hi, guys. I hope you're all having a great day.
Absolutely.
We are. I beat Vince in a lot of races today.
She beat me in a lot of races. Do you hear that?
It was a pretty successful day for me.
First thing she talks about, guys. Do you believe this?
I just wanted to share it with everybody.
Welcome to the Rel8table Podcast. It is your boy. I am Vince Serrano, and I am with the lovely
Jenny.
And guys, the first thing she wants to talk about today is how she beat me in races, y'all. So just letting you guys know. Jenny, what's the topic for today? Do you know?
Changing the subject.
Okay, when a loss isn't really a loss. Okay, super important to know. First thing what we want to do, we want to thank all of you guys for showing up. Wendy, hello. How you guys doing? Good to see you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want you guys on here. Make sure you guys put your comments. Go to DMP Networks on Facebook page. And then if you could leave a comment, we'll actually put your comments on there. We can see those just like we see Wendy's. Wendy, hello. So, Jenny, today's subject is when a loss isn't really a loss. Okay? Daisy, welcome.
Welcome, Daisy.
Daisy is it. Daisy is it. Daisy, Wendy, everybody has really good comments to always say, so we want to make sure we really think about you guys, and we're really putting a lot into it. So I appreciate you guys so much for being in here.
I want to also say congrats to my mom, Wendy. Today she found out she was cancer-free after having some tests done. So yeah. It's a great day.
Congrats, Wendy. That's awesome. We'll drink to that. Cancer-free, baby. We already know.
So a lot of times today, the topic of loss has come up for us, right?
Yeah, how? Like, what do you mean?
Well, like, even throughout the months, a lot of times, I feel like, oh, Daisy said congrats.
No worries.
Thank you, Daisy.
Yep. So, go ahead, Jen.
So, a lot of times, I feel like when you talk about how things ended with you and your ex, you talk about it as, oh, I lost my girlfriend at the time.
Right.
And so I'm like always like, why do you say it like that?
Okay.
Because to me, that sounds like I lost them. Like, it's when you lose something, you wish that you can get it back, and is how I process things,
Right.
So what I think is not everyone is meant for you, right? So it's crazy because at the time of a breakup, you might feel like you're losing that person, but better things come. So it's not really a loss.
I look at it, see, this is the thing that I look at it. When it's your fault, right? When it's your fault, or when you know you messed up, or you know you could have done better, sometimes you look at it as saying, like you got to. I like to try to take responsibilities for a lot of things that I do. I try not to put myself as a victim. I try not to give anybody else control of my own situation. And so when I talk about like maybe an ex-girlfriend, like, oh yeah, I lost her, or I lost a relationship, or I lost some things. At the time, you may feel like, and I totally understand what you're saying, Jen, because you may think that at the time that your relationship fails or the relationship doesn't go the way that you planned it, you may think it's the most devastating thing in the world. You may think it's your life is falling apart. That's how I felt. I felt like my life was falling apart. Not just with, and it came at a certain time too. So it came at a time, when everything for me was falling apart. So that's why I say, like, not only did I lose my job, I lost my house, my girlfriend left me, and that's why I say loss. But realistically, later on down the line, and I think everybody looks at this, right? Your losses actually make you better, right? And your blessings actually come later on. And so to me, when is it, does anybody else feel that way? Does anybody else feel like when you
like
broke up?
I can't ever say, like with me and my famous ex that everybody knows about, right? Like I've never once said I lost him. Never. That has never came out of my mouth because I don't see it that way. We both decided mutually to go our separate ways. So it's not like I would ever be in a conversation with someone and be like, oh, I lost him. Like, then that sounds like it puts me in a different level. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, especially in your case too, or in a lot of people's cases, like I feel like when that person doesn't even have all the greatest qualities, like I don't know, like why do you see it as a loss? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in it, Wendy, first off, Wendy said thank you. She's so happy because she's happy about that. Of course, congratulations, Wendy, beating cancer and doing those things, especially there. And then Dustin said Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. And that's something that, you want to sit back and you think about it. Like, they blew a 3-1 lead. Next year came back and won the championship.
Right. So it actually sets you up for something greater, right?
Absolutely.
So I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. It's just not really.
Yep. And your man Mula Main said, who the fuck invited me to this bullshit? Hey, Mula, appreciate you joining the show. If you don't like it, fuck you. I'm sorry. Again, one of the biggest things, right? And guys, we're going to get a lot of haters. We're going to get a lot of people coming in here. We love it. If you don't like it, tell us why. If you think it's bullshit, tell us why. I respect that a lot more. But realistically, I want to let you guys know a loss, to me, a loss could be, at the time it feels like a loss. At the time it feels like, like the world was coming down. And you may look at it because you have better, more higher standards of yourself, right? Like, think about it. Like, I don't think any woman.
I can say that my ex lost me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can say that because I feel like I'm exactly like I feel like I'm a great partner.
Yep. Mula Main says, all y'all lost some motherfuckers. If you break up with someone, it's called move on. Absolutely. And Mula, I feel like that. I feel like, you gotta know, sometimes, people lose people. Like my boy, he lost his dog today. That's a real live loss.
Super sad.
Right. But maybe, in 2 years, he may gain another dog that he likes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, somebody sits back and they say, hey, look, maybe he grows from it. Maybe he doesn't let that ever happen again. I feel like because of my losses,
that's the most important thing is to learn from if you consider, of course, today was a loss, but if you consider an old relationship a loss.
I mean, think about it. Learn from it for sure. So streaming with Gustavo, he says hi, and then he says, can I ask y'all a question? Gustavo, you can ask us whatever you want. We may not answer it truthfully, just know that.
Why wouldn't we answer it truthfully?
I'm just playing.
You might answer it too
truthfully. Some people don't like that. I feel like a loss can happen, no matter what happens. You can sit back and when is a loss not a loss, right? And maybe it's not. Maybe you don't lose.
Like
you learn.
Yeah, I guess. It
Jordan
depends,
used to say that.
You can feel a loss over death, like that is when I say that you can really truly feel that it's a loss.
Absolutely, and that, like, yo, all your learning experiences get to the next one. So Mula says, exactly, move on. You can't be stuck to no one person. That's what I'm talking about. And realistically, like when, obviously a lot of people don't know my story, but I lost everything. I lost my money. It was like all in one day. Like, it was really in 2 days. I lost my money. I lost my apartment. And then my girl left me. That was at the time, left me. Now, at the point that I was at, I for sure felt like I lost a lot of shit. I felt like I lost everything. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, that loss, I learned from it, and it helped me get further on where I'm at. And now I'm doing better than ever. Got a better crib, got more money than I've ever had, and I've got a better girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so Streaming with Gustavo says, why would you guys say if you love someone and they don't feel the same way? Why would you guys say if you love someone?
What would you guys say?
Oh, what would you guys say if you love someone and they don't feel the same way? What would you say, Jenny?
Well, I've had that before. Like it's exhausting. You keep on giving that love to somebody, and you can kind of start sensing that they don't feel the same way. So that is you putting in 100% more work and not getting the same thing back. So after a while, your feelings will start changing because, like I don't know, right? Your heart starts like
if I tell somebody I love
going a different direction.
If I tell somebody I love them, it's because I love them.
Yeah.
If they don't tell me they love me, it's because they don't love me. Mm-hmm. And I learned something. I ain't gonna love something that don't love me back.
You can't really say that though.
No, I can definitely say that.
Well, you can.
If I tell you I love you and I love you and you don't love me, I'm gonna feel some certain kind of way.
For sure.
And I'm gonna be like, what, you don't got that love for me? But
people can lie about it. You can tell someone that you love them, they tell you that they love you back, even though you are already sensing that they don't really feel the same way.
And if I tell you and you don't feel the same way, I know that I'm making a mistake. I think every loss situation scenario has to be handled differently. Daisy, 100%. 100%. You gotta.
You can lose somebody and they're not treating you right.
Damn right. But you know what? It may feel like the end of the world.
Yeah.
Mula says the only way a relationship will last is both male and females put in their effort. 100%.
But how often is it that there's always that one person in the relationship that is in it more than the other? And it's like always kind of, it seems like they're not both in it at the same time as strongly for each other,
And Mula says
people go through phases.
Right. And Mula says that part, brother. You already know, bro. We out here trying to get it. We don't deal with that. He says that's fake love when you tell somebody they love you and they don't love you. Daisy said she totally agrees. And then Mula says you can love someone even though they don't love you back. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? That has happened to so many people, even myself too, right? Because you try to make that person love you, right? Mm-hmm. You try to do, you know what? I'm gonna make that person love me, and then it just don't happen. So what do you say to that?
I've been like a top tier, I feel like, right? Getting their clothes dry cleaned all the time, and then you find out that they're messing around with somebody else. Damn. You know what I mean? So just it happens. People fall out.
Abba says Vincent twice, and Jen. Hey, what's up, Abba? You, my dude, man. My guy comes on for sure.
We knew you'd be here eventually.
Streaming with Gustavo says facts, and Gustavo, we totally understand where that says, and if you feel like maybe, sometimes you got to be careful, right? Because you could say some people fall in love too fast.
Oh yeah, how many times do you see the people that are just like in a new relationship in a couple days and you already think that they're in love?
Yeah, no, that's
I think that's what happened with you and me.
No, that's not.
You falling for me.
Come on, quickly. Jen. Stop it, Jen. Stop it.
Understandable.
No, you knew you wanted that to happen.
I told people, I said, I don't know. I think he's going to fall in love with me too fast.
Too fast?
Yeah.
Jen, you will get dumped right here on live on live TV. All right, me out here trying to put people on the wool over people's eyes. Don't be doing that. I feel like I got pressure to tell you I love you.
Oh, really?
Do you love me? What else am
Dude,
I gonna say?
I never said that.
Am I gonna say no?
I never said that.
I know I love you, girl, but God, you know you love me too.
Did I say that?
I remember exactly where we were, and I asked you, "You love me?"
I was like, you know what? I found out that you did because I knew that every time you were having dinner or whatever, I could tell on your face that you felt that way, but you didn't know how to say it.
No, I know how to say I love you. I just didn't want to say it. Right, absolutely. Mula says some people don't know the meaning of love, and that's 100% true as well.
Yep.
Mula out here spitting facts. After he came out with the, you know what I'm saying? He came out with the
sideways.
Yeah, and now he's out here spitting facts. I like that. Mula, good job, man, because some people don't know the meaning of love. He also says love doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
I love a lot of people. Like I'm a loving person, so like I have love for people.
Right. No, and you can love your dog. You could love you could love like and Melissa go to DMP Networks and write your comments on there so that way we can post your comments. But you could love a million things. Agreeing with you, Mula. Mula, she is agreeing with you, man. Mula Mang. Mula Mang. Yes, sir.
I like that name.
I see him. He got the gold. He got the stuff. And, when he first came on, I was like, who the fuck? Now he's out here spitting. Have to block this one? Now he's sitting here. Now he's spitting facts, and you need that. That's what we want. We want people to spit facts. We want you to spit, what you feel, because a lot of people have different perspectives, right? A lot of people don't know. Like I'm sure there's people. This is why it's the Relatable Podcast. People feel a certain kind of way every day, and people come here to try to basically make that. Mula wants to know, hey, what's her name next to you? Her name is my wife, Mula, and my wife's name is Jenny. Yeah, Mula, there you go. Streaming with Gustavo, is jealousy a loss?
No, not in my opinion. I don't see how it would be.
So,
can you explain to me how you feel like jealousy could be a loss?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I can tell you, some people like that shit.
Yeah.
Some people like when their girls are jealous. They feel like that means that their girl loves them more. They love the drama. They love the games. Mm-hmm. If you love that shit, then yes, you're going to be feeling like jealousy is a loss. Me, I ain't feeling that shit. Okay? I am not feeling when it is a loss, right? Well, I don't like jealous people. Okay? Because what ends up happening is jealousy to me is a sign of insecurity. And insecurity to me is a sign of weakness.
Right. So I am a little jealous.
For sure. You got jealous of me. So Zen Mayfile said, hello, She said, Jenny can love her best friend that's a male, and it's nothing more than a friendship. Depends what kind of friendship, Mula.
I agree.
Because I'm going to be real with you. I do kind of agree. If it's her brother, if it's like...
No, he said best friend.
Yeah, like your best friend could be your brother. But we already know I'm your best friend.
Sounds like someone else is a little jealous too.
And you can have a lot of love for people. It's true. It could be a friendship. You can have a certain kind of love. So he's right with that. Mula for sure. Jenny can definitely have a best friend. But we all know certain things, right? We know that
there's limitations.
Yeah, damn right, man. Like you ain't gonna be talking to no man at no hours of the night that you don't need to be talking to.
Yeah, if I'm like talking to them only when you go to sleep, like that's a little sneaky stuff.
Yeah, and that to me, that ain't gonna be, that ain't gonna work, right? And we already know, like we not really, especially with me and you, right? We know what's going on, They say girls can be just friends with a guy, but some guys think differently.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys can't take girl friendships. Like guys.
Absolutely. Damn right.
Good job, Wendy. Be a friend with a guy and not have any feelings, but the guy is always gonna have feelings.
Streaming with Gustavo says, let's say that you see someone with someone else after things is going well and then something different happened. Let's read this one more time. Let's say that you see someone with someone else after things are going well and then something different happened.
It's very vague.
Yeah, what happened? You know, jealousy equals weaknesses and hate and envy. I agree with that. I think there's a couple of things that we need, right? And Mula says, of course, man, like you ain't gonna be out here, like you ain't gonna be, out here rapping with people while I'm going to sleep or I'm not around. Then you can't have no conversations in front of me.
Yeah, if you're hiding conversations, that's not okay.
Nah, and I'm not gonna front, right? Like I know, I'm very confident in my stuff, and I know what's going on, right? But I will also get territorial. I think we all get territorial.
That's my problem too. I'm territorial.
See,
territorial, and I don't think I'm like. I think I'm just a little mix of everything.
And that's
I'm
what
not
I'm saying.
overly jealous because I know people that can be overly jealous. Like I think that you're right.
So, yeah. So Mula says she cheated on streaming Gustavo. That's what that means, Gustavo. Mula hit it right in the head. That means she cheating. Okay. Mula out here spitting game.
I want to know his side of the story.
Yo, who is Mula, man? Mula out here spitting game. He's out here giving people the real. I would say girls and guys can't be just friends, in my opinion. And I more so agree with you on that. Unfortunately, right? Because I feel like there's always a hidden agenda.
I think it's someone like when you met me, we have a lot of guy friends, right? And you got to meet everybody. So I think that once you kind of share them into our lives together, It's different because then you kind of get like all of our guy friends I've known since high school.
I know the guys in the group, so I know who's who. I know what's what. I know what's a real friend.
Yeah.
But realistically, I'm not with the like you brought somebody new into the relationship. Now we got some issues. Mm-hmm. Now you're over here rapping with them. You're going out to this and that and this.
Yeah, we're not going out one-on-one.
Nah, y'all not going out one-on-one at all. Gustavo says he wants Mula on the podcast. Mula came out swinging, and then he kind of said,
"Hey,
you know what?"
Gustavo just found out he's been.
Yeah, Gustavo's like, "Oh snap." Melissa says, I think when guys have female friends, they're secretly hoping to one day get your pants.
It's true. They'll kind of wait for the first chance they get.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For the green light.
Absolutely. And I think the same thing, Melissa.
When they're most vulnerable, that's when the guys come in.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you think you can sit back and hate on me.
They're like, ready.
And then all of a sudden get my girl's pants. Oh, it just happened one night. Yo, he just so happened to be there. Mm-hmm. And I feel like at one point, he may suggest that you guys need to go out to get things off. And Mula says the guy got to know his place. Damn right. And he got to know this place from jump.
Hopefully these guys don't know each other in real life, right?
No. If not, I mean, Mula need to give Gustavo some tips because it sounds like he's giving him the tips anyway. And Gustavo wants to see him. You know what I'm saying? So that's, Gustavo wants Mula on the podcast so he can get some stuff. Mula, keep the comments coming because Gustavo definitely wants to know what's going on. So Wendy says truth, Melissa, and then Mula says yes and no. Elaborate a little bit more, Mula, on the yes and no so that way we kind of understand. Abba says, Jen, all of your guy friends, which would not take it further if given the opportunity. My guess is none. No, them, yeah.
I disagree with that.
So we're going to put this one more time. Jen, all of your guy friends, which would not take it further if given the opportunity. And so I want you to understand something, right? I actually kind of agree with what he's saying. Right? But I'm going to tell you something, right? Not that they would even put themselves in a position of that happening because all of your guy friends that I know have relationships. Maybe not one or two. But I will tell you this. You better not ever be in a position for that to happen. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like there better not be any position. Then I would sit back and I'd look at it.
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to put yourself in a position to have anything come up.
Right, because then I would look at you like, what?
Mm-hmm. Explain.
Yeah, hold on. Like there's nothing that you need from them on that kind of relationship. Mula says, I'm from Miami. Oh, 305.
It's changed though, right? It's not 305 anymore, right? From what you told me the other day.
Right. It's been 786. It's been that. It's been that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Not every guy got game to get in the pants. That is true.
That is very true.
But not every guy needs game to get in the pants.
And that is true too.
Because I don't got game.
That is true too. He's speaking facts.
We're speaking 3 facts. Moolah from the 305. You already know, man. Moolah Main's out here.
He really doesn't. He was trying to give me high fives like the first couple days.
Listen.
We seeing each other. I'm like, finally, I was like, listen, the high fives need to stop.
I was trying to be respectful. I was for sure trying to be respectful. And I had, listen, it's a crazy situation between me and you. Okay? It wasn't the most ideal situation either, by the way. Okay? Just saying. Okay? Moolah said, are those gas masks?
I don't know what that is.
Somebody let me know what those emojis are, Moolah Main. Gustavo says, I need those tips from Moolah.
I think you guys need to exchange numbers.
Yep. So there you go. It's always been 305-786.
B.
You know what I'm saying? Moolah, she don't know, man. She don't really be out there in Miami.
I know 786 because I got like these callers always calling me.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I know Miami like the back of my hand. Alapata, Overtown. What else, man? What else, huh? Kendall, huh? Doral. Shout out to all my people in Miami, man. Notice I ain't saying nobody from like Brickell or South Beach.
Why?
Because that ain't really Miami to me. That's a tourist go. Hey, so Daisy Robles said skeletons. Oh, those were skeletons.
Maybe those were like Android skeletons.
Those were skeletons, probably.
Because that's not how the skeletons look on our phone.
Probably not. Probably not. But look, let me ask you guys a question. Back to the thing. When is a loss not a loss? When is a loss not a loss? Or when is a loss really, really a loss?
Like, let's say you get into drugs and your family is trying to help you through it, but the drugs overtake your life. And then your family leaves you. That is a loss then.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could say that that's a loss. But if someone is just breaking up with you,
it ain't it. That ain't it.
That's just a breakup.
So Gustavo says he's from Vegas, if we ever need a guide.
Thanks. I've never been, but I can.
Moolah making sure y'all don't ever say 786. Just like in Tampa, you won't ever say
I don't even know where that is. The area code is. I don't even know.
So Abba said, this don't got game? Sweet talking Mr. Effort. Bullshit. I like you, Abba. Thank you, bro.
I feel like I'm the one that had the game when we first met. I lured you in.
You probably did. Yo, he says he's from AP. You from Alapata?
Oh, out here it means Alexander Park in Tampa.
My man's from Miami. That ain't. Hey, a loss is not a loss because every loss got to turn into a W. Absolutely. And Melissa says it's not really a loss when it's better for you overall. I totally agree with Melissa on that one. And with Moolah, for real. Because if you learn from it, then you know what's going on. Like
the game.
Let's just say you were on drugs, right? And then your family left you, and that gave you, Moolah says if you on drugs, you lost forever. But what if you lost your family, and then you realized that you needed to get out of what you were in? And then maybe you got your family back, but didn't get the love of your life back. That's still a win. Because
I think that's still a loss, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it could be a loss, but you're not on drugs.
Yeah.
That's a win. You don't see, Moolah says if you're on drugs, you lost forever. And then if you're not on drugs, that's a win.
Okay, so how do you guys get past it? Let's say you actually lost someone that you wanted to be with, and then, you recover from whatever situation you had, and then...
Right. 12th Avenue, North 30th Street. I see you, Moolah. Moolah, I'm Dominican, man. And Daisy says not always, Moolah.
Ooh, we got a debate.
We got a debate. Moolah, I know you know about this. You ever heard of bully? I know you have. Boulevard, hey, that's that Dominican stuff. Streaming with Gustavo, it's not really a loss when there's always someone to help you. Gustavo's starting to spit game. He's starting to spit facts. Every relationship is a learning lesson in life. It will lead you to the right one if you wait. Wendy Feliciano.
It's so true.
Definitely.
It's just not the person, everyone gets put into your life for a certain amount of time. Not everyone's supposed to be there forever. Could be just helping you through parts of your life.
In the words of my man Tyrese, some people in your life for a reason, some people in your life for a season.
Exactly.
You just got to know when some people's seasons are over. Maybe lost is not the word. Maybe gone.
Yeah.
True. But Mula came back and said, nah, trust me, my uncle killed himself on dog food and my brother last week OD'd on dog food. Damn, Mula. Sorry, that's heroin. That's Mula, I'm sorry for your loss, brother. Wow. It's a crazy, that's definitely a crazy thing. And that's tough because drugs can overtake your life like that. And that's for sure a loss.
Absolutely. That would be considered a loss for sure.
Mula knows about bully. He said, of course. Oh, streaming with Gustavo. Is a divorce a loss?
Depends on the situation also. Like we said.
Sometimes it's better, right? Sometimes
it is a loss, actually. You're losing money, right?
Well, sometimes I avoid negativity at all costs. So if that bitch was crazy, do the divorce. Sometimes it's necessary. Abba says a loss is never really a loss if a lesson is learned. Abba be putting.
That's exactly it, right?
Abba be letting people know.
I agree.
Wendy says exactly. And Gustavo says fly high. And Mula says, if you're trying to get over a breakup, smoke a fat blunt. I'd agree with you on that one, Mula. I did a couple of those. Wendy says, sorry for your loss, Mula. Mula says, hell no. Wendy says, no. So divorce is not a loss. He says, unless you sign a prenup.
So how do you get someone through a lot? Like something, like when they feel like they're going through a loss, someone that's close to you, like, how do you get them to understand that they're going to be just fine in the end? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you get someone to understand that there's something better for them out there if things didn't work out for them?
If it just happened, the only thing that can make them understand that is time.
Yeah. I agree.
Because even if you hated that motherfucker, you're still going to miss him for a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. For a short period of time, you'll be sitting there. You'll still feel lonely. You'll miss certain things. I think
people can mistake loneliness for
a loss. Absolutely.
Obviously, you always have someone that's here at your house every time you come home. They're not there anymore. Then you feel like you lost them.
No, it's the truth. Streaming with Gustavo said, y'all are the podcast that everyone can relate. Damn right. That's why it's called the Rel8table Podcast. Everybody can relate to what we're going through. Everybody can relate to everybody's going through. Anything everybody's going through. Mula says, smoke a joint, life will be better. Daisy says, I think when you're young, you think of it as a loss. Now I look at it, I see it was meant to happen or had to have happened. You try to see the positive out of the situation. At least now I see life like that. Daisy, I see that exactly the way.
I agree, Daisy.
100%. Because when you're sitting here thinking, like, sometimes it can feel like a loss when it's happening. It can feel like a devastating loss sometimes. Mm-hmm. I lost $50,000 in one day. You don't think you're ever going
to get, past it.
I lost $50,000 in one day, lost my apartment in one day, had to go sleep in my boy's crib. I lost some of his money. But it was a starting point for me to get where I need to be today. And I look at things like this. When I lost all that, I hit rock bottom. But as long Just like a basketball though. I hit it and I bounce back 3 times as hard. So I look at losses like this. Even if I hit rock bottom, as long as there's air in me, I'm gonna bounce back 3 times as hard. And that's what I've done. And I feel like that's what everybody's done who's taken the loss. If it don't kill you, it make you stronger.
For sure. Not to get too deep, but I lost the baby a couple, years, 10 years ago.
Right.
And so anytime anything does not go like my way or whatever, like in past breakups, like to me, I'm like, nothing can ever be considered a loss to me. Cause like that's a loss. You know what I mean? Like, and so nothing can ever probably hurt me as bad as that did. Like, so I kind of look at it in levels.
Yeah. And now you got 2 beautiful boys.
Exactly. And I was never like, hating God for it or anything, but like I knew because almost exactly 2 years later, I was blessed with my older son.
Yeah.
And he was like an angel from the time that he was born. So I felt like that was my gift. Maybe a gift to the heavens or something with that one. And then I was received this gift. So
that's great. Baby, good job, man. I feel that because Peyton is an angel.
He is.
Maybe
like,
too much of an
angel.
Too
much of an angel. I'm like,
oh, man, be too he don't want to.
You need to
dirty.
join the dark side a little bit.
He'll get dirty, bro. Abba says, with respect to heartache, neutralizing the neurochemical effects of it can help somewhat. So, in the words of Mullah, smoke a fat joint. Life will be better.
I think Mullah needs to get with Gustavo.
So he says, but Gus, I've been through the worst breakup. I lost everything. 15K, my 2011 BMW 335D, my condo on Brickell, all his jewelry.
Dang.
Yeah, Mullah lost it. Oh, Mullah been through shit I've been through.
Yeah.
When you remember, Gustavo says, when you remember the emotion of a loss, that's a win when you get older. And Mullah says he lost it all because of his ex-girlfriend. And now he's starting all over now himself. Mullah, I feel that. You're going to bounce back, though, 3 times as hard, bro.
It's going to be crazy.
Wendy said, divorce is also a learning lesson and just a chapter of that book called Life. Wendy be spitting. She got the quotes right now. Bars. Daisy said, I believe everything happens for a reason, no matter if it's good or bad.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And you just got to have to kind of give it time to find out what it is. Like, find out what that reason is, because it's going to make sense to you later on in life.
Absolutely. Gustavo said, time heals all wounds, even if scars are left. I feel that.
Yes, absolutely.
So Jason Chapman said, COVID is in your waterways now.
Yes, unfortunately.
What does that mean?
I think he means like Miami and our waterways.
I don't know.
Because you know how much of a breakout we've had out here of COVID?
I don't know. Is that a loss? So what do y'all think about a poly relationship? So you think it's a polygamous relationship? What do you think about that, Jenny?
I think it's weird.
Well,
to be honest, I'm not.
You said you'd be okay because you've been seeing guys and girls with 2 different partners.
Well, in a polygamous relationship, it's a man with a whole bunch of partners, right?
Yeah, and even the partners can mix
and
with each other.
I don't know if that goes. I don't have any experience knowing about that, but I feel like I would like to know about that actually, right? So usually it's a man, he's got a couple of wives, right? Or girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay for him to be messing around with all of his girlfriends because they all know about it. How about the female? Does it ever happen with a female? Like, she can have a whole bunch of boyfriends and husbands? That is the kind of stuff that bothers me about the difference of men and women. It's always so much more acceptable for a guy.
So Abba says the only good Corona is a cold one. Mullah said no COVID-19 in Miami. That's to get Donald Trump out of office. He's got a good take on it.
Either way, stay safe out there, Mullah.
So streaming what Gustavo said, is being a teen parent a loss?
Well, you can kind of talk about that.
Yeah, I don't think it is, man. I think it's actually a learning lesson, and it could feel, especially if you have a kid, I think kids are blessings.
They are, but you can see it in a different way of loss, because it depends on which direction you let it go, right? Because you can still continue your dreams if you're able to, but some people let that stop them and rob them of any goals that they have.
Absolutely.
Right?
Mullah said he had 2 girlfriends.
Oh, is that why you lost everything? Okay.
And they lived together.
Oh, okay. So which one took all the jewelry?
And which one took all the other stuff?
Did they take it off?
Who took the car?
They got out of that good though. They got themselves a BMW. What? What is it?
The whole BMW,
I mean,
the whole thing. Apartment in Brickell, $13K. Mullah said yes. So Daisy said, "Can you explain a poly relationship?" I don't know what that is. It's called a polygamous relationship, right? It's where a man has more than one wife, legally more than one wife.
And it's okay.
And they live in the same houses or they live in different places on the homes. You see a lot of Arabic people do that over, in Arabic. You see a lot of ones in different places in the United States.
I thought that was more of like a Caucasian thing. Like, they have that old show they used to put on, I don't know if they still have it, called Sister Wives. And that was like a bunch of stories of men that had multiple wives that all living in the same house. That's some BS.
I mean, you got to think about it, man. Your man on Tiger King, he had them working for him. They had jobs. They had houses. My man was still with the whole hair. He had a lot of long hair. Like, he didn't look like he was stressed at all. Mullah says, nah, that's a loss because teen parents aren't ready unless their parents got money to help them raise their child.
Yeah.
I see it. I had a kid at a young age.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 19. And Daisy said, I got it. Uh-huh.
Would you be open to that, Daisy?
Would you be open to being one of many wives in somebody's life?
I honestly don't know how men can do it, right? Because you got all these different attitudes coming at you. That just sounds exhausting.
It is exhausting. Hey, listen, I have a hard time with you.
Lately, I don't know. I've been going.
Yo, I can't deal with 2 periods.
I feel like lately my moods have been like my levels, like chemical. I've just been chemically imbalanced or something because I don't know what is going on with me. I'm just like, sometimes I just feel like just super straight.
Wendy said, hi, Yari. I'm sorry to cut you off. You can keep going, baby. Daisy said, nah, she ain't dealing with that. Daisy, I feel that. Because I'm going to be real with you. If I got to sit back and I have to deal with 2 periods, 2 different times in the month.
But imagine the guys that have like 4 wives.
Now imagine that. That's mad work.
It is so much work. Because there's going to be the women that are getting jealous. You have to keep on. Does your job ever end? You got to keep on giving all your attention and
you don't got a wife. You got a
to different people.
You don't got a wife. You got a squad. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they say hi, bro. Hi, sis. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. I don't want to even mess it up, man. My man with the cool shades on. Mullah said, nah, the females got to pick the next girlfriends. And that's what, Mullah.
Oh, is that how that goes?
Yeah, Mullah knows, like, that you don't go dating, the girls go dating.
I see. Well, they kind of scout.
And then you get to be the beneficiary. Mullah, I feel you. Mullah. T said, hi, I'm late, but hi, guys. Good job, T. Way to join us, man.
Hello.
Good to see you, man. Yo, we got a couple new guys on here. Shout out to Mullah, man. Shout out to my man with the glasses. If you could write your name so I can not kill it. Daisy, we also got Streaming with Gustavo on here. Really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
We got Daisy.
Gustavo asks, what is it? Where is it at? He says, is a lost motivation?
Is a lost motivation.
I think so. Absolutely, I think so.
Yeah.
Because,
Daisy says, I think everyone has some jealousy in themselves. She couldn't do it. And then he says, I know him. And I bet you I do know him, but I just can't see what the.
I didn't see that. Oh, he says no.
Mullah says, now the next ones. So Moolah got
He's
everyone
got
gets
plenty of
equal
He's
love.
got a lot of energy,
My
huh?
man got the Viagra and the Cialis. She said Moolah must have that multitasking on point, having two girls, a lot of money, attention. Oh no, I can't. And then he says he knows I know him, and you look familiar, but I can't tell because that's such a you got the shades on, man. Abba, with respect to poly relationships, consider this: people cheat all the time. How much easier would it be if people didn't have to hide and be secretive?
I would rather that be the case. I would rather that be the case because how hurtful is it when you find out that the person's cheating? But I think if you guys both lay that foundation, like that you are gonna have multiple people being part of your team, your team relationship, then more power to you.
He says his name is Babu. Babu.
Babu.
Babu, what's up, man? She said, I just started reading on the girlfriend activation system, and it says I'm supposed to get a girlfriend in less than 6 weeks.
What in the world is that?
The girlfriend activation system.
So are you counting down the days for that 6 weeks to come up, or are you just gonna just?
See, I'm gonna give you some relationship advice. Yo, there's this app. Yo, swipe right on every single one. Doesn't matter. And then you just pick.
I just told you that the other day.
And I'm giving it to T. I'm giving him good advice. Game don't stop.
Well, you gotta, tell who your source is.
Mullah says
Who gave
facts,
you that
bro.
idea?
I think that's because he got that thing going. He says no cheating. There ain't no cheating, man. You got way too many people in
He's
front
like,
of you.
I don't care, give me an attitude all you want. I'm just gonna go get with Debbie here.
Mullah also says honesty is the best policy. Yeah, I come home. Hey, what'd you guys do today? Oh, I had sex with Jenny.
We've just been having sex all day long. I'm like,
When y'all
when's my day?
Job.
Yeah.
Is not having one loss the biggest loss? I don't know, Gustavo, because I feel like everybody learns from losing.
Yeah, so it's not really the worst thing to have lost.
My man said, girlfriend activation system. Gas? I got gas.
You got gas?
Something.
I'm
Early in
never
the
asking
morning.
that again. I'm not trying to find out you got a girlfriend activation system.
Yo, that's gas.
Interesting.
Daisy Robles.
What a
laughing.
terrible name. What a terrible
Nah.
name. Is that an app?
Gas could be the shit.
Oh, that's true.
Really, it's a system that helps you talk to women and hold better conversations. You'll find the women's obsession, like when they read literotica novels and so forth, and it makes the women want you more.
Okay. There's a thing out there for there's someone out there for everybody. And there's fetishes, right? You could basically find someone that has the similar fetish as you if you've got one. And they'll probably want to be with you just because of that.
Wendy said, honesty is so hard to find in today's world. 100%. Babu said, bro, you look like a superstar. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate you. What do they mean by loss, though? I think it's the same thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out what does not having a loss mean loss, you know? Gustavo says he's sleepwalking. Well, stay woke, Gustavo. You got to get woke. Lisa says that gas is weird.
Yeah.
Smells
I
kind of fishy.
It's strange.
She
But
says,
interesting that you are able to find an app, I guess, isn't it?
yeah, I mean,
Interesting that you were able to find something.
Lisa,
like that.
what's up, yo? Good to see you.
Bro, we need to come up with some crazy app.
I mean, we need gas. T says it's actually GAFAS,
Girlfriends.
activation system.
Okay.
Loss has meaning to it, absolutely. And Lisa says, but whatever works for people.
T, in 6 weeks, can you let us know the outcome of that?
He's also, so it looks like jeremydower.com, never heard of him. Girlfriend activation system.
Good
review.
answer.
It's a review by someone, check it out.
Okay.
If
Thank you for putting that up there. So other people, if you're interested, you can go check it out also. Right?
Absolutely. There is no app to find love.
I agree. But I do know a handful of people that have found love on dating apps and got married and are still together. So I can't really agree with it.
Mula says Gus is on them Xanax sleepwalking. Mula and Gus have been the guest appearances of the day. I'm not gonna lie. Daisy says people don't want commitment anymore. That's why it's harder to find the right one.
I think it's because there's so many options out there, right? With social media, in my opinion.
Vince said, or Abba says, Vince, this may be overstepping a bit, but have you ever considered DJing?
He would be a good DJ.
Yo, I need to then. Like, don't lie, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get my turntables.
He would be such a good DJ.
Here, let's start right now. It's your boy. He says, but it can help. So there's no app to find love, but the apps can help. So Babu says he's from South Africa. Night.
Oh, 2:48 a.m.
Yo, Babu, I appreciate you joining us
bedtime.
For sure, man. My man said, bro, play a song, man. I definitely want to listen, man. Go download The Answer by Vince Serrano featuring Couture. It's definitely going out. It's coming out July 4th. Babu, you already know, man. We got some fire, man, coming out. T-Win said, hype, man. Jenny's going to be my hype, man. I'm going to have Jenny rolling the crate, holding the equipment. She's strong,
Listen,
y'all.
I'm going to be out there getting everyone to dance.
Mula says, I know people who got married over playing Grand Theft Auto on PS3. That's a good app. Yo, for sure. So they were playing PS3. They met over Grand Theft Auto.
Interesting.
And they got married. I covered my mouth. The hell you?
Bro, you don't not be coughing around me. It's COVID time.
Give me a kiss. Now I just gave it to you.
Damn.
He said, I hope y'all stream on July 7th. Mula, we stream.
If that is a Monday or a Thursday, we will be.
Facts.
So I don't know what day that lands on.
Monday and Thursdays at 8 p.m. consistently. And Jenny, this is our 20th show.
It is.
Yo.
That's a huge number.
That is our 20th show, guys. Thank you guys for being so much of a part of it. And our viewership tonight is off the chain right now. I want you guys to know I brought that one back.
I think we've only missed one night, right?
One night we were coming back,
so that's awesome.
But it's super dope.
And I want you guys to know, no matter where we're at, we make sure to find the time to make it back home again so that we can be on here and chat with you guys.
Absolutely.
That is so much fun.
Yo, I think everybody gets, I think everybody understands this. It's the Relatable Podcast, and we've really been growing. We're coming out here. We love you guys being on there. Shout out to DMP Networks for giving us an opportunity, man. I appreciate it, definitely. Gusta says, it's on a Wednesday because it's my birthday. We won't be there Wednesday for your birthday, but we'll give you a belated shout out on Thursday, bro. Lisa said, woohoo, congrats.
Thanks,
20th show, man. And then Babu said, okay, bye, bro and sister. Good night, man. I appreciate you, brother. Have a great one, man. Yeah. We reached all the way out there to South Africa, yo.
That is awesome. Where's the other one? Oh, that Diane lady. She's from Malaysia, right?
Right.
She hasn't been here.
Diana. She had the last two episodes. Yep, Diana Anna.
Yeah.
COVID is not real, Mula says.
And coming from someone in Miami, where it's a hot spot.
For sure. He said, if COVID-19 is real, look outside the windows and see how many dead bodies you see. Mula, we live in the country. Tampa's like country. So if I look outside, there might be like a few dead bodies. They might not find them. Yo, he says his birthday's on June 28th, man.
Oh,
Mula,
that's
good
like
job,
really
man.
coming up.
Happy belated birthday, man. Gustavo and Mula are before birthday.
His birthday hasn't came yet.
Pre-birthday celebration.
Yeah. Happy birthday! If we don't hear from you again.
Yeah, I mean, but dude.
So what are you doing in Miami? So are you able to celebrate out there? Because I think all the clubs are closed, right?
Mm-hmm. So he said on YouTube the channel is The Social Man.
I don't understand.
On YouTube the channel is The Social Man.
Oh, I still don't understand.
Oh, maybe the guy he has, The Social Man. That's probably his name. Okay. The YouTube channel. Congrats on the 20th. Just add 2 more zeros to the number. You already know. You know, we need those 2000s. T Win is out here giving dating advice.
Let us know how that goes, okay?
Thank you guys for real. Like, you know, having 20 episodes, everybody on here asking, you know, we love the comments, especially when it's there. So, Jenny, you know, Mula says, yes, I can. He's going to Tootsie's.
Oh, okay.
Tootsie's, and we know about Tootsie's. That's the strip club Miami, man. That's the hood strip club, too. Trick be in there. Everybody be in there.
So, do the strippers have face masks on now?
Ooh. Jenny loves strip clubs, by the way.
No, I don't. I used to love strip clubs, but then I got over it. Oh, wow.
The Malaysian woman messaged me, and then she asked me to call me right away.
Wow.
T, what happened, man? I told her I couldn't talk on the phone, then she stopped writing.
T, you blew your shot. She was a great girl.
Come on, T.
That's why you can't be complaining about this and that if you're not even going to shoot your shot.
He said, and
so much in Malaysia.
Mullah knows where all the spots in Miami is, man. He says, and booby trap by the river's open. So, Mullah, to each their own. I think different. People say that until a loved one is positive. T-Win says, congrats on 20. Woo! Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Daisy says, congrats, Vincent Jen. Proud to be here, man. Proud to be able to be on here. He said, damn, he on Facebook and I'm in Utah too. I can't go to the website. I need those tips. Gustavo.
Maybe you can pass Diana's phone number onto Gustavo.
Maybe Gustavo. There's a good girl named Diana.
Yeah, from Malaysia. If you're okay with long distance relationships.
Melissa says katana.
Katanas and strippers.
Ooh.
That sounds bad.
T-Win says face mask. Oh, Mula said they closed down KOD.
We're going to know about all the hot spots.
Like they closed down King of Diamonds, the strip club forever, or just for right now? Let me know, Mula. Abba says, face mask, no clothes. My, how times have changed.
That is...
Wendy says, congratulations, guys. Thank you guys so much, man, for real. Gustavo says he's already talking to one. To a girl. Yeah. Good. And that's good, Gus. You know, I really appreciate you guys being on here. We really appreciate you being on here. Jenny, I really want to thank you for doing this because this podcast was your idea. And, you know, ever since we've been doing it, you know, it's just the 20th show.
Yes, but because you're so supportive and always down for everything, we made it happen. So it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great, baby. I love you, man. Congratulations on our 20th show. The last show went an hour and a half. We're only going to keep it an hour today, guys. But definitely, Mullah told me that they completely shut down KOD. It's being knocked down and turning into a Cadillac dealership.
Because we don't have enough car dealerships out here.
Yeah, and we don't.
But I mean, we also
KOD
got
was
enough strip clubs. For
KOD. You could play basketball in that joint. Damn. Well, guys, you know, Wendy says, Jenny, she's always got great ideas.
That is true.
100%.
That is true. I agree.
You're very creative, baby. Well, guys,
Thanks,
look,
guys.
It's 58 minutes. How do we wrap it up? I think the biggest thing is, he says, do you host up-and-coming rap artists? I mean, we should do a music
I've always
podcast.
wanted to do something like that.
Yeah, man. Mullah,
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, definitely. Mullah, do us a favor, man. Write us an email to info, like INFO, at Rawlink Media. That's RAWLINK Media. And we'll probably have you on here, man. Shoot some tracks. We always play tracks. Guys, July 4th, I actually have a track coming out with a guy named Couture. It's called The Answer. It'll be available on all platforms. You know, that's what happens. Gustavo says I'm subscribed, so I get more tips. Hey, for sure. Melissa, I made sure to get dinner done to be on to watch on time. Thank you so much, Mels. Definitely. Abba says, why not have a Spanish podcast to maximize range? Well, because my Spanish sucks. But it's a great idea.
It is a good idea.
He said, good idea. We'll probably should, good job. It is a great idea. We'll probably work. My Spanish ain't that bad. Yo hablo español, ya lo sabe, tigre. But I speak like the streets. He says, I smoke too much. I ain't going to remember that. I'm going to put it up right now, Mullah, so you can take it. Info
Yeah, the guy is honest. He did say that he likes to be honest, right, earlier?
Yeah, he sure did. Honesty is the best policy.
He's like, that's why I decided to have 2 girlfriends. So ain't nobody is upset.
That's what it is, guys. If you can see it, info@rawlinkmedia.com.
Take a screenshot of it.
Yep, screen that. We're going to leave it up for you.
Screenshot, you don't got to worry about it. But for real, we could definitely get something like that started. Or you, at least.
Yeah, we, because you
maybe like a Sunday kind of thing.
We'll start playing stuff.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
Wendy says, write it down. We're going to put it on one more time. And then 3, 2, 1. Gustavo says, y'all should get me on that podcast for a Spanish podcast.
Oh, okay.
I like
wants
that.
to be part of this.
Yeah, Gustavo's the man. I appreciate you, Gus.
We just met you the first night.
Yeah, man. Got to be on here. We got to see consistency, but definitely, guys. Guys, remember, join us on Monday to wrap it up, Jenny. What is a loss,
Don't
not
forget,
a loss?
If you learn something from it, it is not a loss.
Right.
Okay?
A loss is never a loss. You'll never lose. You only learn.
Yes.
And even though it may seem like the world is over, you will be okay. Your blessings will come. That's it for tonight, guys. Totally appreciate you guys being on here. This has been the Relatable Podcast. I am Vince Serrano, and this is the lovely
Jenny.
Go follow us. Jenny, what's your IG again?
My IG is OHH_JENNAY.
And mine is @IamVinceSerrano. That's Vince Serrano. Okay. And also, guys, make sure you go follow us on YouTube and on Instagram and on Twitter at the Relatable Podcast. That's REL8, the number 8, TABLE podcast. He said his friend performed with the Baby, Blue Chopper, and Little Dirk. That's dope, man. Send his info, man.
That's awesome.
Definitely send his info. Gustavo said he'll see us with every podcast, guaranteed. Lisa said, good night, guys. Appreciate you guys. He said, look on YouTube, Merc BZ Motive. I'll definitely holler at it. Later, guys. Enjoy your night. Thank you, guys, man.
Bye,
Have
guys.
a blessed and beautiful one. Remember, Relatable Podcast, REL, the number 8, TABLE podcast. Just like it says in the bottom.
Yes. Be safe.
Definitely. And stay
Treat others
woke.
nicely. Right?
Yeah. Just treat others nicely and stay woke.